Well, as you said, happiness is the very concern of everybody. Go throughout the world, ask the same question to all the people.
What?
What do you want? Won't they say the same answer?
They all say that
They
we want
all will
happiness.
say that I want a very contented life. I want pleasure in my life. So everybody, you can see everybody has been running after
Money.
money because money they think is going to give them pleasure. Right?
They desire to earn money,
Manjit?
but
Yes.
their desire causes them sadness. Their sadness.
Yes. So the more you desire,
The more you will
the
sad.
more you will be disappointed. You'll be disappointed and unhappy, uncontented. Why? You are sure to live a miserable life because you made a very wrong choice. Choices matter. The kind of choice we make in our life, they make us either happy or unhappy. So, all have been in the race of getting happiness, but they have kept a very bad idea. Already their minds have been preconditioned because the society in which we are living, most of us and most of our minds are preconditioned. We see people saying that you can get happiness after you have earned lot of money, after you have a big bungalow to live in, after you have a luxury car. So the idea of happiness is all about contentment. When you are contented, it means satisfied. When we are satisfied, we are happy. And satisfaction does not have any particular demand. That if you bring me a big luxury car, a big palace, unless you get a big palace built, I will not be happy. Because happiness does not have any particular demand.
Happiness doesn't lies in a particular thing.
Yes, it does not lie in a particular thing. So, would you like to know the only source, streaming source of happiness? I am going to reveal the very truth meant for each and everybody living across the world. If anybody follows this principle, he will never be upset. He will never be disappointed. Most of the times we are disappointed because things did not happen the way we wanted them to happen. What is the reason? What is the cause behind most of our getting disappointed? Most of the time we are disappointed because of this only thing, right, Manjit? Why? You expected to get 100% marks in your examination. I expected to be the richest man on the earth. But it did not happen. So the way I wanted it happen, it did not happen. That's why I am unhappy. So why should I have this much big desires? Are these big desires needed, required for making me happy? This is an important question. And the answer is obviously not. These big things become burden upon our head.
Desires has also their limit.
Yes, desires must have their limits. I never deny that we have our practical requirements, practical demands for living our good life.
But in a limit.
Yes, but everything must be in limit. That's why I suggest and recommend each and everyone sitting over here to follow the middle path.
No, it happened.
Don't be greedy. Don't be mean and greedy. Don't want more than you require. Well, so so everybody wants pleasure, but nobody bothers himself to find the streaming source of pleasure. So I was going to tell you the source of pleasure, the ecstatic state of your mind can only be achieved. This state of mind can only be achieved when you have surrendered before the Creator. Do you know who created you?
Lord Krishna.
Everybody knows. Huh? Everybody knows. But they are not benefited who do not follow. I know telling the truth is the best thing to do. I know. I know each and everything. You know each and everything. Everybody knows. Isn't it?
But we have to follow it.
But until we follow it, it is not going to fructify. Our principles are meant for living. Principles must not be hung on the walls. Huh? We must make some principles for our life, and when you start living your principles, you become better every day. You get better every day. So, when you take resort into the Lord's Krishna's feet, you become eligible of getting tension free. It means you become eligible of getting happiness, because now you got ready to leave your possessions. Your problems will remain with you till the time you are not ready to leave anything. When you are bound with your possessions, when we all are not ready to live what we possess today, we remain under pressure, we remain under tension. So, all that we need to do to get the state of happiness is just to surrender ourselves, take resort of Lord Vishnu. People call him with many names, but he is one and the only one, Lord Vishnu. He has taken many incarnations. His many incarnations appeared on the earth.
Yes, like
Like Lord Rama came, Lord Krishna came. So they have their stories, and I'll be telling you in your next classes. But today, I wanted to tell you that how we can take charge of our own lives. You must take charge of your own lives, because when you take charge of your lives, you take good decisions. But when you are irresponsible towards your charges and responsibilities, you get disappointments, sorrows, and you are grieved. You are tormented. This is a new kind of problem. This is also a very big problem to be seen all around us. Among the people living in the society, they are always living in fear. They have fear of losing their jobs. You have fear, you have some kind of fear. I also have some kind of fear. People around us. are living in fear. So, how can we rid fear? This is another important question. We have so many things that make our lives miserable. For example, fear is one among them.
Greed,
Greed, we become greedy sometimes.
desires also.
That ends up into our bad consequence. Sometimes we get angry. Hmm? Even on a petty thing, we get angry. We throw tantrums over the family members with our friends even. That is undesired thing to do. So when we are not smart with our choices, we are not going to live a very happy life. The problem is we want happiness, but we do what causes unhappiness. This is the main problem. We all want to have something sweet to eat. We all want to have something happen very good with us. But we are not doing anything that would lead to some kind of goodness
And
for
then
us.
we ask, why does it happen with
Why
us?
does it happen? It happens because you let it happen. It happened to me because I let it happen. So nobody else is responsible for all that you are enjoying today. If you are tasting misery, taste it. that is your bite. Taste it. Because you did something wrong in the past.
The key of
The key of
our life is in our hand.
yes, we all are the masters. We all must be the masters of our life, not be the slaves of our sense organs, because our sense organs,
Also greedy.
they are greedy. When they take charge of our life, they leave us miserable. Hmm? So, to get real kind of pleasure, first thing I told you, the second thing is, first thing was, take resort in the feet of Lord Krishna.
Surrender against the Creator.
Yes, always remember your Creator. Be grateful to your Creator. You'll be happy. Most of the time, people are unhappy because of this very reason. They are ungrateful. Huh? When we learn to be grateful towards our Creator, towards God, we naturally, obviously become happy because already we are crorpatis, we are millionaires or billionaires. You would say, how? We don't have any penny in our pocket. Yes, if you value penny, if you think pennies can make you happy, you keep a very mistaken idea. Hmm? If you think 100% marks because you are being pressurized from your parent side, you always are being pressurized. Go read, get full marks. Go read, get full marks. So sometimes your parents are not doing a right thing. This is not a right thing to do. Hmm? Children must be acquainted with the right information. They must be made knowledgeable. Once the students become smart enough to understand the practicality of the world, the very purpose of their living, they can take their decisions judiciously, isn't it?
Yes.
They will take their decisions, and when they learn to take good decisions, how can they be unhappy? Because their minds have been preconditioned that money is only going to make you happy. They are going a very wrong way.
Because you have already.
Because they will always try to earn money means for money making, they will get ready to murder someone one day. One day, because they have been taught the very thing throughout their life, throughout their childhood. What was said to them?
Money is
Learn
happiness.
to earn more and more money.
And this is called greed.
Great. And earning money is not a bad thing.
But earning money with a wrong method.
Yes, earning money with wrong method is a very wrong thing. Money is required. Everywhere money is required. You may have this kind of question.
Money is meant to control the balance of this world.
Yes, money helps in balancing the world. You mean to say?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So it is a lubricant.
But we people are making this money a creator. That without money we are not able to do anything.
Yes. So money is required, but one must know for what money is required, because our requirements are few. Our requirements are not as much as we value them. All the time we are crazy after money, as if without money we are not going to live. Already every creature in the world has been blessed with life, blessed with food. Huh? Who dies without food? Who starves? Let me know. Did you know someone who starved, who died without food? No. Nobody dies. Because Lord Rama has promised every creature some forage. है ना?
कोई भूखा नहीं मर सकता.
अजगर करे न चाकरी. It has been written in Ramcharitmanas. अजगर करे न चाकरी. पंछी करे न काम. Do the birds go somewhere in the office? Yes. Have you seen some bird, any of the species of the birds going to office? Have you seen that? Seen? No. Birds never go on job. Elephants?
No, sir.
Tigers? So, who arranges their food? How are they all alive? They are not thoughtful. They do not have mind. Then who gets everything arranged for them?
Our creator.
Our Creator, because He has this kind of fabulous
He has already written this
We are
world.
living, we are the part of this wonderful creation.
And this creation is created by God.
God. And some of the people are not even ready to accept that God exists. So we have a question to all of them. How did you get the best form among all the creatures? Aren't we the best form among all the creatures? Are dogs, then do dogs look better than us?
No, sir.
Elephants? No other creature looks better than human beings. So we are the best creation of God, and we are the best with the best software.
Mind.
We have been bestowed upon with the best software.
We have ability to think.
This gives us ability to think. So we need to be thoughtful. We need to be smart in taking our decisions, because our deeds decide what we are going to live like. Are we going to live are we going to live a dog life?
It's depend on our karma.
Yes. So our karma, Lord Krishna has said in Gita. So my dear children, by the way, I have lot many things to tell you and teach you in every Sunday class, but today I wanted to give the rough idea of a right kind of living. Hmm? So, refraining from all such evils like greed, anger also is a kind of big monster. It distracts. Hmm? Suppose we have a fair kind of life, we have a fair goal, we are working to achieve our goal, and there comes a big monster in the way called
Anger.
anger. Anger. So, anger management is equally important subject. Anger management is equally important. So, did you ever get angry over somebody?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? Most of the time we get angry, but let me tell you, children, the one who gets very much angry over small things, he is not a right person. It is not a right act to do. Why? Because anger, when you let anger take control over your mind, it stops your mind from working properly. Hmm? Either control your anger or it will control you. Now, see what is better. Think.
Control our anger.
Control. If you control it, everything will go
According to me,
according to yourself. And when anger controls you,
Everything
you might
goes.
have seen, you might have heard, still many criminals actually they committed crimes because they were in control of their anger. Because anger eats up your mind. Anger is groomed. It emerges on the ground of, on the condition of eating up your mind. When you lose control over your mind, you get angry. But have you seen some people? Very rare to find a few people like this. They are the real human beings. They are worthy of getting respect. They deserve respect. In all walk of life, they are respected. They are called great people. So, if you want to grow as to be a mature person, because maturity is not a subject of age. Many people believe that maturity comes with age. But I have seen, I have experienced this in my own life. It does not happen. Maturity is not a subject of age.
everyone can apply it.
Yes, even the small students, if they are groomed properly, if they get good environment, if they get spiritual gurus, they can be 100 times better and smarter than
Others.
4 times older people than them.
4 गुना बड़े लोग सकते हैं.
Yes, it is possible. There are a few exemplaries of this kind. We have examples of this kind.
Like
Some 10, 12 years old boys and girls have been giving spiritual lessons in Vrindavan.
like
There-
Eklavya
Eklavya?
was a great child.
Ah. He was exemplary child. He set an example of this kind. Very good. So, my dear students, it is easy to get angry. It is very difficult to control your mind. Conquest of mind is the biggest conquest ever. Do you know? Do you learn? You only are busy in learning English and Sanskrit and mathematics and science and what does it mean? Manjit? You are lost always. You are busy always learning in Sanskrit and SST, English. How? Learn to control your mind. Learn to be calm. Because Calm doesn't mean that you become idle. I never meant like this, that you should become idle. You should not get up. You should not be active. When the time comes, you need to be active. When the time is not apt, when the time is not relevant, don't be active. Be active with your mind. So one of the biggest conquest is the conquest of, बोलो बेटा, what is the biggest conquest? सबसे बड़ी जीत क्या होती है? बोलो बेटा, तुमको मीनिंग नहीं समझ आ रहा लगता है, नहीं आ रहा समझ? कोई बात नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ. Conquest means जीत. सबसे बड़ी जीत कौन सी है? बोलो.
Controlling our mind.
बोलो बेटा. Yes. When we learn to control our mind, this should be called the biggest conquest.
Because
educated people, even educated people, have been seen losing temper. They lose control on their minds and they make mistakes. So what use is their education? Because nobody taught them while they are being in the schools and colleges, no teacher taught them how to control their mind. Nobody taught them not to be greedy, how to manage your greed, how to manage your anger, how to manage your life. It does not happen usually in school and college life. But I think it is the most important, it should be the most important feature of imparting the students. These great lessons are going to make their life more beautiful. They would be able to lead a very wonderful and fabulous and fantastic and unprecedented kind of life.
It's a perfect life.
Perfect life. They will experience the perfect state of mind. When there is no greed, I mean to say a greed-free life, evil-free life. We have many evils like anger. Telling a lie is an evil, isn't it? We have so many diseases. We have fallen prey to so many diseases, like telling a lie. This is a kind of disease. So, free yourself from the clutches of all the evils. First thing, surrender before Lord Vishnu that I am yours, you are mine. Because this is the very truth. Who doesn't know this is the truth? But the day when you start living it, you'll be unburdened. Your mind will become free. You'll be able to enjoy the fruits of life.
I think every person must take a trial of it.
Yes, it works. I have tried. It works. You can see me. I took resort in Krishna's life. Now I lead a Krishna conscious life, and this has provided with immense abilities, you can see. So my dear children, we would continue learning these kinds of good things in our other Sunday special classes as well. And now I would like to wind up, and before